Welcome to CrashRacer. Today we're playing Wreckfest and we are going to have a go at the latest 4 daily challenges. Challenge 1 today is at the Firwood Motor Centre. These are the difficulty settings that I'm going to use for all 4 challenges. Automatic gears, and these are the tuning settings that I'm going to use for this first challenge. So in the hammerhead for this one, just 8 of us in the race, 5 laps around here. It's the short circuit configuration. So yeah, it's not too long a lap up on the outside here, which is not really where you want to be. So I've got to be a bit careful about cars coming wide. Let's just get around the back of that spinner. It's an okay start, I guess. Right, just got to remember this track. I think we come round here to the right, and there's a couple of sharp right-hand corners. Obviously, it's clockwise direction, so it's pretty much all right-hand corners. All just overshot that one slightly, but not too bad. Saying that's like a couple of cars up the inside. We slip back inside. Oh yeah, onto the tarmac here, I remember now. And then I think we sweep round left over the finish line. We can take this pretty much full speed if we haven't got a car on the inside of us. Okay, well, back to 8th place then as we cross the line for the start of the second lap. So not the best first lap really. These two having a bit of a squabble. Is there going to be a gap somewhere? Maybe up the inside round here. Oh yeah, just had to watch that one cutting across the front of me. Could have taken my front now. Hopefully they were going to drive each other wide. Managed to slip past then up into 4th place. There's 2nd and 3rd just ahead. And is that the leader just ahead as well? Hopefully they haven't broken away. No, they are still there. That's good. Got a little bit of catching up to do. Start of the 3rd lap. 2nd and 3rd have had a bit of coming together. That's let me slip up into 3rd place past that hammerhead. Got to start reeling these two in though. Not that much of the race left, and still some work to do. Again, I've overshot that corner slightly, but again, just stopped it in time before I hit the barriers. Right, definitely closed down a bit, but I've only got 2 laps left as we come round. At least there's a gap opened up behind now, so can just concentrate fully on trying to catch and overtake hopefully these two. Just need to wait, see if they make a mistake, hopefully go wide on one of these corners. Right, let's see if I can stop slightly earlier for this corner this time. Not really. In fact, that might have been worse than every other lap. Still just about stopped before the barrier on the outside though. Okay, over we come then for the start of the last lap, and still stuck behind these lead two. Need to get a good corner around here if I can. I'm just about in touching distance, but I've got to get past quick. There's not many corners left. Can I get up the inside here maybe? Well, that's the best I've taken that corner. I've saved it for the last lap, but I've still got to get past this one. Can I sling up the inside here as well? Up alongside. Just ahead. Got to watch we don't get our back end clipped, but we should be able to take this full speed with no one next to us or around us. That was a little bit closer than I would have liked, but it's a win and a gold trophy in the first challenge. On to challenge 2 then, and we are at the Hill Street circuit, and we're going to be in the super van for this one. I'm going to use these tuning settings. So I don't know if you saw, I stiffen my suspension to the max. I quite often do that, even when there's even when it's like muddy ground, or fortunately this is tarmac, but I find stiffening the suspension does, obviously it lowers the height of the super van, and it does make it slightly less prone to tipping over, like that orange one perfectly demonstrated. Obviously you can still tip them over and roll them easy enough, but it does seem to help a bit. Right, I think avoid the chaos is going to be order of the day today. 3 laps around here, and the other thing is, I mean, even more so now I'm stiffening the suspension, but even so I think avoiding the curbs is going to be key around here as well, as much as possible. Some of these lower curbs like this probably not too bad, but But yeah, don't want to go over some of the big curves out, so I'm just going to get tipped over. 8th place at the moment. Leader's quite a way ahead actually. Oh, there's a big roller there. That one's up onto 2 wheels as well. That's let us get up into 6th place as we come round here towards this little chicane coming up and onto the straight for the end of the first lap. 6th place then, big gap behind, a little bit of a gap in front as well. Hopefully we can claw that back slightly again. I'm not going to cut that corner over onto 2 wheels slightly, but we can go up the back of this one. Yeah, really don't want to cut the corners there though, take those corners too fast. Same coming down here, I'm not going to cut the corners like those two, and saying that they both got away with that quite nicely. Up the inside of this one though, obviously don't want to get hit from behind though as we slow down now. Ooh, just clip the inside. Right, got to watch for the back markers coming across here. Here's a gap after this one. Ooh, just managed to get past. Saw the gap with the cars on the crossover, but obviously didn't really calculate for the fact that the one in front was going to hit by the back marker. Managed to slip past without too much problem though, and we are up into 2nd place, and the leader is over onto 2 wheels momentarily, which has allowed us to get right in behind them here. Oh, they've clonked the inside of the corner. The amount of AI cars that turn in for that corner too early. Fortunately, I've learnt from past mistakes. The amount of times I've followed an AI car into that, sort of taken the same line as them, and of course they clonk the inside of that corner and you just run straight into the back of them. But yeah, I've got slightly wise to that now and always give them a little bit more room. Okay, just got to watch. Probably the most dangerous point now is going to be coming back over this crossover for the last time. Let's spot. There's 2nd place just come across. There's 3rd. There's a big gap here. That's a really nice gap we've managed to slot ourselves into. So that's the most difficult part of this race done now. We should, unless we make any mistakes, or over onto 2 wheels, unless we make any big mistakes, then we should be able to bring this home from here, I would hope. Can't see any back markers on the map ahead of me, I don't think. Again, just taking it really cautiously. No need to go over these curbs at all. Yeah, pretty good lead in the end then as we come across the line for a 2nd win of the day. Challenge 3 is going to be a score streak at the Mudford Motor Park, and we're going to be in the El Matador. It is a big total of 8,000 points and only 3 minutes to get that score. This might be a tricky one. Straight into the middle to start with. I'm probably going to go straight back into the middle again. Normally do that 2 or 3 times and you can pick up some points. Any more than that and not. There's quite a few on the outside now. Is there any still in here we can hit? Obviously, order of the day, as always with these score streaks, is to try and pick up as many points as quickly as possible. String some early hits together to build that score multiplier up. So hopefully we can rack up points quickly. Saying that, there's the multiplier gone, so that plan didn't last very long. Start again then. Yeah, on the face of it, this doesn't look to be an overly easy challenge to me, I don't think. That's a lot of 8,000 points in 3 minutes is never easy unless you're at one of the really small arenas for the score streak. Making some steady progress. Ideally with a 3-minute challenge I'd like to get the bronze trophy by the halfway point if possible. I certainly need a minimum to try and get the silver and gold, I would say, and that would be, I think, cutting it tight. There's the halfway point, and there is the bronze trophy actually, so maybe we are on target and maybe we have got a chance here. Front end of our car is definitely a little bit damaged now. It's definitely noticeable that some of the real light hits I'm getting now aren't counting. Ah, that was unfortunate. There was a easy hit there and the That wrecked car just rolled in front of the other one, protecting it. A minute left then. Still got a little way to go for the silver. Again, I need absolute minimum of 30 seconds, I would say, to get from the silver to the gold. So I could do with this silver very quickly, and I'm really struggling now to keep the score multiplier up. Still getting counting hits. There we go, silver trophy. We have just about got over 30 seconds. This is probably going to be another tight one. Is this going to be another of my famous ones where I get the points I need with about a second or two left? I'm struggling here though. God, this one's just rolling in reverse next to me and pretty much blocking any other thing I've got. There's a good wreck, but not massive points. We've still got 1,000. Yeah, we've got 1,000 points to go. There's no chance. Last few seconds. Not good enough. Just 7,000 points. Fourth and final challenge of the day is at the Big Valley Speedway. We are in Bugzilla, and I'm going to use these tuning settings. So it's the outer oval loop even configuration of this track. So of course you race down the around the oval, round a loop back, and then back down the track the opposite way again. 3 laps around here, all 24 vehicles. And if I'm going to be doing this race around this track with 24 vehicles, then yeah, I'm quite happy to be driving a Bugzilla. There's quite often carnage, and it's tricky, challenging itself just finishing a 3-lap race around here, but in Bugzilla we should be alright. Obviously really sturdy vehicle, and up against these other banger and race cars as well, we should do okay. If anything, it might be slightly easier against these than against the smaller vehicles like the lawnmowers, the Dodgems and stuff like that can get stuck underneath your wheels. We've had a good start, at least up into the second place and right behind the leader. The leader's done a really good job there of avoiding all the oncoming traffic, and we've sort of just followed their line to do the same. Closing right up on the inside here. Maybe we could get a run on the inside past here. They're probably gonna, yeah, there they come. Thought they'd try and undercut us, but now we are up into the lead. I'm going to hold it tight round the first part of the track. Second place still fairly close behind us. Normally if you hold it tight around here, you get a path and then swing it to the outside for the second half of this section, if you like. I think all the stragglers have gone. Yeah, no back markers around this last little section, so we're free to get round here. They're second place now, and that looks like a different car, so that original leader's either got wrecked or got knocked backwards. Here's the main group of the pack. Still some more stragglers down here. Okay, start of the last lap then. See if we can finish with a win. Of course, no chance of a clean sweep of gold trophies after slipping up in that score streak on the last one. That did seem a tough challenge. Of course, I've only just given it the one go, so I might give it some more goes later. But on the face of it, that doesn't look easy. And what was I, about 1,000 points off? So yeah, gold trophy is definitely going to be doable, but looked a tricky one. Be interesting to know how everyone else got on that one. They managed to get a gold. Right, last little loop back section here. Just need to get down the straight one more time, hopefully avoiding all the oncoming traffic. We've still got 100 damage left though, so no worries on that front. And I think we're good. Yeah, through we come for a win and a final gold trophy of the day. Well, that's the end of the daily challenges for today. 3 gold trophies and that silver trophy at the score streak at the Mudford Motor Park. Best of luck for your attempts. Let me know how you got on, particularly in that challenge. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video, and see you soon.